You ready for this shit?
Let's do this.
Welcome to what we think is the last episode of Halo 2.
And if it's not,
Digi
then we'll probably
I want to ride in this
talk
thing.
more.
I would like to ride in this thing, yes.
I'm going to take this thing.
Alrighty. This looks like a promising way to start a final level. Why did it start us off facing the direction we weren't supposed to go? Because I almost drove right off that cliff thinking that was
I think I'm remembering... I think this is the last level because one of the things I remember people being a little mad about was that the game ended on an Arbiter level.
But I thought you fought I thought you used Chief to fight the final boss.
I think they both... I don't remember. This is 10 years ago. 11 years ago. 20 million years ago. I don't fucking know. I'm not an expert anymore. I used to know a lot of shit about Halo.
I think they should have made a Halo game after this one.
They did. It's called Halo 3.
That was about like that was a built to be co-op, and where you play one of you plays Arbiter and one of you plays the Chief. Like they were on a mission together, and then if you played co-op, you would each be one of them. I
thought Halo 3 did that.
Did they?
Yeah. That's literally what Halo 3 is.
Well, then they did a good job. All I remember about Halo 3... Because I never played the entire campaign of Halo 3. I only played, little bits of it. Because Victor was really into that game. Which is odd, because it's funny. There's been a lot of times where, me and Victor sort of, traded off franchise investment. Do you know what I mean? One of us was into a series, and then suddenly it was the other person's thing. Because, with Halo, the first two games, I don't think Victor was interested in Halo at all, when I got it. Because he just wasn't interested in, the gritty sort of, shooter game kind of thing. He was more into, Nintendo games. And, but then, I got Halo 2 and Halo 1, and I was really into them. And then we started playing a lot of multiplayer on them, and he sort of, got into it through that. And then eventually... Is that a Scarab? That is a Scarab. Eventually, he ended up playing, campaign with me. Once he'd gotten used to the game through playing it on multiplayer. And, it was just funny, because I was so into the first two, and then he ended up buying 3. I didn't buy it, he did,
and then he was more into it than
I don't
you.
entirely remember why. He bought the super special edition version too, the fucking tin. That was the first crazy special edition that I remember, because that's kind of what the whole last console generation, well, even still now is still like that. But in the early days of the Xbox 360 and PS3, every fucking game started having the big super $90 fucking tin with an art book and a bunch of behind the scenes videos and shit like that. And he got that for Halo 3 and was really into the game, and I just never really got into it in the same way that I was into 2. I think I didn't like the multiplayer as much as 2 as well. I just didn't like the maps and wasn't into it for some reason. But I remember that the later levels, there's a part where you're walking through...
Oh, those guys are on our side.
Oh, thank God. There's a level where you're, you keep getting stopped by Cortana. Basically, you're playing through this level, and Cortana keeps, mind-hacking you or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And that pissed me off so fucking much. It's all I've remembered about the game for, 10 years. Because... it slows you down every time she does it, and she'll do it constantly through the whole level. You'll just be you'll be walking through a hallway trying to get shit done, and it's kind of an obnoxious level too. It's one of those where everything looks the same and it's easy to get lost.
Yeah. And
you're just fucking trying to enjoy this level, and then Cortana slows you down, and all her dialogue is stupid. It's oh, Chief, I'm scary now, and you're oh, why is this happening? And you have to walk all fucking slow. I hate that shit, man. That's the number one biggest pet peeve in video games is when they slow you down for no fucking reason in the middle of doing something.
Whoa, that was almost bad.
This shit kills me. That was another... When I was complaining about that Metro Last Light game on, the last episode, that was another thing that game did. It was it slowed... That game, like, I only played about 15 minutes of it because I downloaded the demo on my PS4, and, like, in those 15 minutes, it pissed me off in every conceivable way. Like, everything I hate about first-person shooter games, it did it, and I was like, wow, this is probably the worst game ever, you know?
This game is not for me.
And it had, like, realistic, like, weapons, so it had iron sights with no reticles and stuff like that. And I was like, I can't tell what I'm shooting. The guns don't feel satisfying to shoot because they're like, you only get like 4 bullets and you have to reload. And it's got like a ammo management system, so like your bullets are precious. But like, it's hard to hit stuff because you don't have a reticle. So I was like, this game seems like it's going to be really fucking hard and really fucking boring, and it's going to piss me off constantly. This is the worst game ever. I hate this. This is the absolute antithesis of everything I like in games. And the only reason I downloaded the demo is because I know that, like, I think Super Bunny Hop, like, really liked the game, the YouTube reviewer.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Bunny Hop likes this game, I'll give it a try. And then I was like, well, you know, Bunny Hop likes a lot of genres that I'm not into. So this is probably one of them.
Oh.
He tends to like games that are pretty complicated, and I don't. I do not like complicated games.
You just want it to be simple.
You know, I can deal with a certain level of complexity if it's still like, if it's all kind of in the background, you know. Like, I don't like when I have to constantly on the fly be like thinking about what I'm doing, or like strategizing while on a time limit.
I forgot that the bugs
were
in this game.
We've been fighting them the whole time.
Yeah, you haven't seen them in a couple levels.
We saw them in like the last level, man.
No,
They've
we didn't.
been around.
They weren't.
They were shooting at us when we were on the stupid elevator things.
They weren't shooting at me. They were shooting at you.
Sure.
I didn't see no bugs.
Sure.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Oh, here's more. I don't really have an effective weapon for these guys.
So what franchise did you take from Victor? Because you said you guys swapped franchises.
I'm trying to think of a good example. I wouldn't really say... It would be, like, fucked up if I said Zelda, because we're both equally into Zelda, I think. It's just that we're into different Zeldas. Because, like, growing up, I was the first to get interested in Zelda because I watched Boyd play through Ocarina of Time, and it was, like, life-changingly amazing. And then Victor played Ocarina of Time, and he got really into it. And I never actually played through it myself. I only knew it by watching both of them play it, but I thought it was, like, amazing. And I considered myself to be, like, a hardcore Zelda fan for a long time. And I played through, like, the Minish Cap on the Game Boy, and, oh, fuck this. I'm going back and getting that weapon I had. How do I go back? Oh, you ran into, like, a hallway.
You're like another Hunters.
I played through the Minish Cap, and I really loved that. I played a bit of, like, some of the other games, and, like, you know, considered myself a big Zelda fan, and then over the years I just kind of, like, didn't play anymore and forgot about it. Like, I never played Twilight Princess, I never beat the Wind Waker, and I never touched Skyward Sword. And so, like, Victor remained a huge Zelda fan, and I kind of fell off with it. And then, like, in 2012, I played, like, a bunch of the old Zelda games and got really into those. So, like, I'm a really big fan of the classic Zeldas and the 2D Zeldas, and Victor's not that into those. He's mostly into the 3D games.
Right.
So, we're both pretty much, like, equally really big Zelda fans, but we like different games. So, it's interesting. Like, I think Twilight Princess is weird, and I'm not a big fan of it, but he thinks it's the best game of all time. And, I love Zelda 1, and I can't get him interested enough to play it, like, because it's old and it looks like shit.
It's too old.
It's just that, like, I like it because it just kind of puts you in a world and is like, go for it, dude. Like, there's no instructions in the game. It never tells you what to do. It's just like, go find shit. And then you wander around, and you find shit, and you're like, oh, this is cool. Like,
I did it.
Yeah, this is what I had to do. This is interesting. And then, like, I mean, you'll never get through it without a strategy guide, because some of the shit is just, like, so esoteric that you would have had to just bomb every fucking ball in the whole game.
Look at the way this looks. And then...
He looks blacker than ever.
Full
yeah, he kind
circle.
of looks like Marcus, but taller.
Are these good or bad?
Oh, do we
Those are
get
good.
these? Do we get to ride these? Are they giving them to us? I think they're giving them to us.
They're giving us Banshees.
Yeah, son.
Man, they did not land those good.
No, not the best. I don't know that there is a good way to land a Banshee. They're kind of not the best designed planes.
You hear this like patriotic music.
Dude, we are teamed up with the Scarab. I didn't even remember that this happens, but this is
because
pretty
the
cool.
Scarab is Cortana.
Oh, did she like possess it?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I totally don't remember this at all. Does this game does not have a warthog ending?
Does it not?
No, I don't think so.
No, you
one
just
and
fight.
three
You
both
just
have
fight
warthog endings.
the thing.
In both cases, it's hilarious, and like I can't believe they brought it back because so many people ragged on the warthog scene from the end of 1 because they were like, really a shooter game and it ends with a driving sequence.
Yeah.
And it's like a huge pain in the ass because there's walls everywhere and you crash constantly and it sucks. And then they did the same thing in 3. And it's even harder because...
I actually think 4 ends the way out.
Oh, man. Like, in 3, you can just, like it's a really narrow track, and if you fuck up, you drive off a cliff. And, like, me and Victor... Because Victor was, like, had got to the end of the game, is at the Warthog section, and, like, was so frustrated with it that, like... He gave it to me, and even I took like 6 more tries. Like, it took us a lot of tries to beat it, and it's like the whole game had been completely not about this until now, and then suddenly you have to develop the skills and memorize the track to do this Warthog section that has nothing to do with the game. Pretty silly way to end a game. It's
sort of become like the way Halo games seem to have ended.
The thing is, I don't hate it as much as I would make it sound because I actually think driving the Warthog's really fun. And I get that they do it because it feels like climactic when you're like driving fast towards the ending, but they make it like hard and like it's frustrating, you know. Like it would be fun to just like race a Warthog at the end and be like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm doing the excellent thing, but like it's so
most excellent.
It's so like difficult that it's just kind of like, why do I have to do this over and over again, you know? In a game that is otherwise piss easy. Unless you're on Legendary. But this is a lot cooler and more triumphant that you're like with a Scarab. I mean, it would be even cooler if the Scarab was doing shit. It just seems to be walking next to you and not shooting at anything. By the way, I'm dead.
I know.
Oh, I'm alive now. And I spawned over the Scarab but did not land on it. So that's great.
Oops.
I've seen like random vehicles lying around. Here,
I don't know
this is just
I don't know how
bodies.
you're gonna cross the water.
Well, there seems to be a Banshee on the floor
hell?
down here.
You see this?
Oh, I died.
See this little smoke trail that stayed?
Yes, I do see that.
Look at that. Talk about a glitch in the
That's
Matrix.
cool, I guess.
That's so cool, I guess. I have cancer.
That's cool, I guess. See how easy that was, Josh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, please... Okay, thank you. Thank you for spawning me on top of the machine. Oh, is it going to do a thing? It's opening its mouth.
Oh, shit.
Let's see it. Let's see you do a thing. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm firing my laser.
Yeah.
Didn't do shit. I thought these lasers could like wreck a whole city with one shot.
Well,
It took 2 lasers to blow down a door.
it took 2 lasers? How fucking lame.
I'm guessing I'm just gonna end up spawned where you are.
No,
I'm guessing this thing's
just walk across.
not gonna. No, dude, it's turning around. It's not even trying. It's just stopped. There we go. I don't think the game was programmed to anticipate me being stuck there.
Oh god, it spawned me to you.
Which way is the right way? This looks like Metroid
no,
Prime.
that's the wrong way. This is the
This
right
hallway
way.
looks exactly like a Metroid Prime hallway.
Okay, figured it out.
Alrighty. I've got shit weapons again, and it's the Flood. Great. Oh, I fell
those are
down a
brutes.
hole. Oh, okay. They run kind of like the Flood. I heard those are Groots.
I am Groot.
Yes, a whole army of Groot. I am Groot.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
I am Groot.
Whoa!
We are Groot.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, it makes more sense now, huh?
Yeah.
Now that I've given it
Context.
proper context.
So, this is an exciting last episode.
Yeah, I literally don't know where I am. I can't get out. Oh, now you're down here too. Well, welcome.
Yeah,
to
hello.
Oh, well, there was an easy...
Welcome to the game.
All I had to do was look up, apparently. I spent about a minute running around down there, wondering what the fuck was going on.
Welcome to the game.
We got fucking games. The game. Welcome to the games. Let me game you to... Here's a tweet I read the other day that made me burst out laughing. I cannot take credit for this. I don't remember who wrote it because it was a retweet. But
oh shit.
It said he's making a list. He's checking it twice. He's making a list and checking it twice. Santa Claus is making a list.
And that just made you laugh hysterically?
Yes.
Great.
I just love the idea that that's the exciting part. I think this is the final boss. Oh my god!
Oh, I stuck you!
Why would it do this? It spawned us in front of 6 guys!
I can't see! Your screen is
All right,
dark.
again. Why do you get a fucking shotgun?
My sword is incredibly dull.
Why don't I get anything?
There are 13th and 14th century warriors all around
There's
me.
the boss. There's the final boss. I seem to be in a very safe position.
Okay, I'm dead.
I'm just chilling out, shooting this guy from a very...
Oh!
Oh! Ancient Chinese secret!
Look at that block.
Yeah. I'm of the land!
We're gone. Dun, 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 dun.
Leaving me with no weapons.
Dun, 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 dun.
Give me your sword. No, no.
Oh yeah, this is where they...
You asshole!
They introduced the gravity hammer, but you couldn't use it until the next one.
Yes. Alright, so if you stay on these platforms, then another platform will knock you off. That's what I learned.
And I've learned that there's the other platform.
Oh. I didn't realize it was moving that fast.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to get onto it once I saw it, but Alright, kill these guys before... God damn it, you knocked them all off with the grenade instead of leaving them up here for me to pillage their fucking weapons.
Nah, man.
So now I'm still dueling this piece of shit. Alright, so that's the upper one. I want to get on that one. And then I don't think another one can knock me off. So let's get on this one first, and then we'll make our way to the other one.
Where did I go?
Looks like you are... Wait, that's just a... I don't know what that is. Alright. Alright, I think I'm safe up here.
Hiya!
I'm just going to shoot this guy from a distance and be a complete coward about it. Hit a lot of my guys in the process because they're all just crowding him like fucking idiots.
Because they only have swords.
How many swords does it take to kill one guy? It's fucking like the death of Julius Caesar. All of his friends surrounded him and stabbed him.
That's topical.
Yes, topical. Real topical. To like something BC. That's a date. That's an accurate date.
Hey!
I don't even know if I'm hitting him. Oh, did you kill him? Is he dead?
Yep. There, look, there's his body.
Well, we did it. We beat Halo 2.
I don't think it's over yet.
No, that's it.
No.
That's the final
Is
boss.
it? Hold on.
I beat this game with my parents.
She was here?
A son of my parents' friends, who was like 6 at the time. I beat this game with him on legendary mode. And
it looked like this.
I remember us getting to the end and like we just mowed him down and we were like, oh, I guess that's it. I guess we did it.
We did it.
We did it in one sitting. I just like we just plowed through legendary.
We're blowing up the Halo.
This was a time at which I was at my best at this game, and he was also really good at this game, in spite of being like 6 or 7 years old. He was like really into Halo.
We deactivated the Halo. I believe there are 7 Halo rings in total across the universe or the galaxy.
And apparently, for a while, he idolized me because of that. Because of us playing Halo together. And his mom was like, Colin loves you. He idolizes... This kid was... His name was Colin. He's actually named after our family. Because they're close friends with my parents when he was born. She was like, Colin admires you so much because of you guys playing Halo. You should his mom wanted me to make him something. I was like, okay. So I drew him a picture of, I think I drew someone running someone else down with a ghost, and just wrote Colin, you're a real cool dude on it or something like that, and gave it to him.
Look at these original graphics.
Oh man, that.
What's
face.
funny is the original cutscene and the new cutscene are out of sync with each other.
Can I tell you?
So they're showing different stuff.
Josh, in 2005 when G4 was on TV, there was a special they did where it was you remember they had that that list show, the top 10 show.
Yes.
They had the games with
was
the
that
best.
X-Play?
No, maybe it might have been an X. Yeah, did they have special episodes where they listed stuff?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was an X-Play list then. This one, and it was the games with the best graphics. And the number 2 game on the list was Halo 1, because 2 was not out yet.
Yeah.
There was a time when Halo 1 was considered one of the top 2 best-looking games around.
How things have changed.
The number 1 was Metroid Prime.
If things are even slightly off from people's standards now, they're considered looking like shit. A lot of people said Fallout 4 looks like shit.
What? That game looks incredible.
They're like, the graphics aren't as good as other games.
What other games? What other games? Oh my god. People with their graphics shit, man. Graphics are the least important thing about a video game.
They're nice. But
they're nice to have when you can have them. It's cool, I got to have graphics. Oh man. I feel like everything else
lots of things
should be considered first.
Like my tiny dick.
Well, we did it, guys.
Tiny dick!
Tiny Dick beat Halo 2. Next time on Digi Bro and Pals, I don't know if we're gonna jump right into this or anything. We'll probably
we might want to give it some time so we have topics and things to talk about.
And maybe we'll come up with some actual topics. I think the next game we're gonna play is probably gonna be ODST because I've never played it before, and he got it working, and I've heard it's really good. So I
enjoyed it. Yeah. Back in the day.
See you around, everybody.
Goodbye.